Hi, I'm Dan McTeague with tomorrowsgaspricestoday.com television, here to provide you with the real first week of September's full week of gas price predictions. Well, the week September 4th to September the 11th should see prices drop from their highs that we've seen over the past couple of weeks. Those highs created first by a weakening Canadian currency, then of course the potential conflict in Syria. And as long as that conflict remains less than imminent, prices should start to trend down slightly. Right now, we're seeing across the country average prices in the order of about $1.35, and depending on where you are, it could be higher or lower. So let's start out in Newfoundland, where, like most of the maritime provinces, including New Brunswick and including Nova Scotia, you should see anywhere from a half penny to 1 penny decrease. So in places like St. John's, where it's between $1.32 and $1.37, you should see a half penny to a penny decrease. The same will apply for Halifax from $1.40.1 roughly down to $1.39.2. And of course for New Brunswick, they'll see almost a full penny decrease from the average of $1.35, $1.36 down to $1.34 to $1.35. There are some exceptions because in provinces like Newfoundland and in New Brunswick, some retailers are choosing not to charge a retail margin, so there can always be a skew of some 6 or 7 cents a litre. In Quebec, prices have gone down from their highs of $1.49 all the way down to $1.42, $1.43. That trend should continue over the next 3 or 4 days and certainly into the weekend. We don't see anything happening until well after the Tuesday, the 10th of September. So we're pretty clear that almost every single day you're going to see half penny to half penny decreases depending on where you are in Canada. In Ontario, you will see overnight, Wednesday into Thursday, September 4th into the 5th, prices that will drop about 0.4 of a cent, bringing prices in places like, for instance, Toronto to $1.33.7 and in Ottawa $1.32.7. You'll see those trends again over the next couple of days, a half penny here, a full penny there. Not just the traders getting off driving up prices, but also the Canadian currency shows a little bit more strength. So those half penny decreases on the markets could translate into full penny decreases almost every day going into Friday. Same will apply to areas outside of Ottawa, Toronto, Windsor, and London. You'll see even greater price decreases. We think of places like Peterborough, Barrie, Orillia, Cottage Country, for instance, which didn't see much of a difference in price last weekend, should start to see some rather substantial decreases, prices as low as $1.24, $1.23, depending on where you are. So if you're going to wait to gas up, try the weekend, and of course wait until you are well outside of the large metropolitan areas. Manitoba saw a decrease Tuesday night into Wednesday of 1 penny, so they're at $1.26.9 average. Other communities like Brandon and Dauphin and Steinbach should start to see another penny decrease in the next 24 to 48 hours, bringing us into Friday, the 6th of September or 7th of September. We should point out that there has been some changes in Saskatchewan. We haven't seen much in the past little while, but beginning tonight and into Thursday, you should see an increase from $1.21.4, for instance, in Saskatoon, all the way up to $1.25.9. Looks like they're restoring the retail margins there. Regina should remain the same at $1.23.4 pretty much throughout the week, although there's a possibility it could increase 2 cents a litre by Friday. As for Alberta, if you look at Calgary and Edmonton, they've both been bouncing around between $1.12 and $1.14. That means that Edmonton retailers are frankly doing a little bit better than Calgary retailers who've been taking a beating with no retail margin. But that's pretty much where the price is going to be. There's a possibility it might get up to $1.16 in Calgary, but we don't see that happening. As for the BC interior, well, you can continue to expect prices are pretty much what you see is what you're going to get, whether that's Prince George or Kamloops or Kelowna. Those markets will continue to see prices in the range between $1.29 and $1.35 with not much difference. Vancouver, up and down, maybe a little bit over the next week and a half, but for the foreseeable future, half penny decreases, very similar to what you're seeing in Ontario and in Quebec on a nightly basis. As for Victoria, always remaining at $1.35.9. You might get a bump to $1.39.9 for a day, but give that a day or so and that'll come down. Well, that's this week's wrap. Again, all eyes will be focused on what happens in Syria because that will have everything to do with the price you can expect to pay. We thank you for coming to the site. We are proud to be Canada's largest and most important energy site or portal for consumers. We dare to say we are a Canadian company, and unlike other American organizations, we tend to know a little bit more about what the Canadian oil picture is. And we love having you here. Thanks for following us. We look forward to our next report, which should be on or about the 11th of September. See you then.